Brotherly love with text voting from O2.
Oh, lovely.
Hello, Dermot. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, Big Brother, because today I get to reveal who's up for eviction on Friday.
And how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm delighted, actually, but much as I like our little chat, I'm supposed to be presenting half an hour of quality television right now, so, you know, can I go? It's a hot day today. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. It's been a lovely day outside. It's been a lovely day for us, even though, whilst it is the hottest day of the year so far, for us, we've been sweating in the studio lights and indeed out here. It's been a day of relaxing by the pool for our lucky housemates. Coming up on the show today, ex-S-Club party and Big Brother addict Bradley McIntosh is here to discuss the final round of nominations. Bradley, loving your work. With the people, Bradley. Say hello to them. How you doing? Hello. There we go. Wonderful. Great man he is. Hardest working man in showbiz, no word of a lie. And Federico reveals John's secret agenda for his return to the house. But first we kick off, as we always do, with a wonderful whip pan move. As I say, time for Little Brother's big news. Well, the whip pan wasn't that good. OK, and the big story tonight is the final set of nominations were revealed to the two housemates are up for eviction on Friday. They are, in alphabetical order, a boy and a girl. Here's who.
There are two people nominated for eviction this week. They are Cameron.
Doesn't help any of the rest of it.
And Nush.
Get in the sun. Get nice and brown for Friday.
And to have a tickleism in there, didn't we? OK, Cameron was nominated by Nush, Ray and Scott, and Nush in turn was nominated by Cameron, Ray and Steph. Nush's nominations meant the one thing, and another opportunity for Steph to have another bitching session. Unbelievable. Take a look at this.
Why is it all the attention always has to be on Nush? With this now? Oh, I feel awful saying that. But like again, everything always has to go back to that.
Because she's up for eviction. Where did that come from as well? She's such a classic girl. OK, next up is a piece of news that, well, we like to consider is a piece of classic tickle. Last night he dreamt about a sandwich. Yes, that's right, a sandwich. This morning he shared that dream with the house in great detail. For 10 minutes.
I was at my parents' house in Norwich. I looked down at my feet and realised I've got no shoes. I remember I'm wearing blue socks and there's green writing along the inside of the big toe. Up and down, loads and loads of little flights of stairs. And then Goss appears. He's been to an antiques fair and has bought an old fire engine like you got in the middle of the 17th century pump action one. Yeah. And the story really starts, the start of the film is me up at 5:30 making sandwiches.
Yes. Now, we're joined by Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
How are you? Who's
Fine,
obviously an
thank
expert
you.
on the old dreams. What does that mean?
Well, not having any shoes on is a bit of vulnerability, and he's
Right.
quite a conservative person, and his socks were actually blue,
Right.
which is a conservative colour. The running up and down the stairs is he's looking for something. The sandwich is the Big Brother house. He's missing his food, but there's a warning in there as well. The fire engine is a warning that he should watch his back.
You're very good. Thanks for clearing that up for us. Loving your work.
problem.
OK, just to let you know there, those were edited highlights, and the sandwich he was making was a cheese one. And finally, at 4 p.m. this afternoon, Big Brother set the housemates a task to compose and perfect an opera about their experiences in the house. Take a look at this.
The opera.
What?
Big Brother, the opera.
The opera?
We're going to do an opera?
Housemates, over the next 2 days, Big Brother would like the group to create an opera based on their experience in the Big Brother house. The opera will consist of 6 pieces of existing classical music, which you should write original lyrics to.
Yeah, just to let you know, the opera must consist of 6 original songs. Each housemate has to start in at least 2. The opera must last no longer than 8 minutes and will be performed at 9 p.m. tomorrow. If they perform well, they receive a posh picnic and double their weekly shopping budget to about £90. If they fail, they get absolutely nothing. That was Little Brother's Big News. Yeah, sat down now for this link. OK, so Cameron and Nush is going to be evicted on Friday and miss out on this week's or next week's grand finale. With that in mind, today's Cool BBLB is really just for Cameron and Nush fans. This is your chance to appeal to the nation to tell us why your favourite housemate should stay. Here's how to get in touch. Okie doke. So the housemates have nominated Cameron and Nush for eviction. Here to discuss the nominations, the implications of the next couple of days are ex-S Club 7 of Bradley McIntosh and last Friday's evictee, Steph. Oh my word, I can't believe what he said.
That's terrible!
Yes, it's Steph. She's here.
Steph.
So sorry, Lisa. I've got Steph in my mind today.
What?
First of all, any surprises with the nominations, guys?
No, it's kind of like anything goes, really, isn't it? So I'm not surprised, really.
I was convinced Steph was going this weekend. I thought she was going to go. But I think it will be...
Even the cops are coming to get her. We're that convinced as well. Okay,
They're coming to get you.
Whoever goes, one of our couples is going to be split up. What are the chances of Scott or Steph making a move by Friday? What do you think?
No.
I think if she's forced to go, then he might just think, well, if I'm going to be in there on my own for a while, I've got to make my move now.
Yeah.
So
let's get a bit of action before the weekend.
I doubt it very much. I've been in there and seen what goes on. Not going to happen.
No?
All right, Bradley, we're into the final stretch. Who are you backing to win and why?
I want Ray to win.
Why so?
Because I just like the way he is. There's 2 sides to him. There's a part, my favourite scene you're going to see in a minute. I like the 2 sides to him when Steph needed a little bit of TLC. Not TLC, but she was really upset about it and the way she felt. And he went in there and he was like, you know, he just said, don't worry about it. He felt better after that. And I just like his fiery side as well.
The other side, which is
the other side, the cracker side of it.
Just take a look at your favourite moment.
Can I just interject? You were looking for an answer.
Your 4-year-old child was sat here. You just shut the
Work that way, you got a child. Cameron said it.
No, shut up. AB conversation, see your over.
You didn't sound too clever then, Ray.
Exactly.
More insulting.
But why do you love that moment? Because that for me is the moment that may well have cost him Big Brother.
No, do you know why I like that? Because it just is like me and my friends would be sitting in the studio, we'll have a little conversation, and then someone will get heated, and it's just kind of.
No one talks to you like that in the studio, Bradley.
Yeah, that is kind of like, and it's all love though, because I know him and Scott probably do really like each other, but I think they are good friends.
Okay.
It's kind of like that kind of moment will die down. 10 minutes later, 10 minutes after that, they'll be friends again. That's how
he's not only a friend of Scott's, he's obviously a fan of yours. Take a look at this.
Your choice for the music this morning is Don't Stop Moving by S Club 7 or Life is a Roller Coaster by Ronan Keating. Please make your choice now.
S Club 7, Don't Stop Moving.
Excellent, that's magic.
If Scott wins, surely he will be the least coordinated housemate ever to win Big Brother.
Definitely. That's why I like his dance steps.
Really?
Yeah, because it's odd.
But he's like your granddad dancing, which I can personally, after last week, relate to. OK, finally, who do you want to be evicted on Friday?
I'll say Cameron, because if you evict Cameron, then you can't leave one girl on that own. I think that'd be a bit weird, so if you just get rid of Cameron. I like Cameron. I think Cameron's cool. He's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
But
you think he's out of there?
I think you get rid of him, leave 2 girls in the house.
Cameron.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Interesting. Thank you very much, Bradley. And Lisa.
Yay!
Woohoo! OK, Bradley, you're going to be spotting for us, aren't you? OK, so more from you later on. So Cameron and Nush are facing the chop on Friday. Here's what they told us about reaching the final 4 before they enter the house.
I will find the nominations one of the most difficult things.
I'd lie if I said I wasn't going to be a little bit gutted.
I don't have a single tactic in mind. You know, I think it's really freaky if people are going in all, you know, with schemes and plans. I just think...
I don't think there are any tactics at all, because at the end of the day, everyone else judges you.
I'm not worried about winning Big Brother because I think the 12 of us are already winners, in a way.
I should win Big Brother because my mum said so.
Okie doke, so one housemate not eligible for a nomination or indeed victory is Johnny Boy. Before he re-entered the house on Friday, John and his friend Federico came up with a master plan to shake things up. Here to fill us in is the man himself, Federico. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you.
Very well, sir. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you sleeping as well, which is always good. Never didn't sleep when he was on our show. Okay, how are you coping with that, John, to start with?
It's like losing a limb.
Seriously?
Yeah. John completes me.
Oh, he'll be out soon, don't worry.
Yes.
Okay, what's the big game plan then?
Well, as I've been telling you, Dermot, we did talk extensively before it was announced who was going to go in. So we did think it was John going in, but what we said was John basically works for us.
Yeah.
He works for the British nation. He's not one of them. He's a spy. He's infiltrated, and he will report back to us. You've seen him talking to the cameras already.
I was going to ask you about that. Talking to the cameras about the housemates, can I just also say, the clunking you're hearing at the moment is Federico, like a young Appaloosa horse, just giving a bit of the old... okay, firstly, he's talking to the cameras about the housemates. Why is he doing that?
It's completely thought out. He's reporting back very, secret agent style-y. He'll tell us what he thinks. He'll assess situations. And yeah, as I said, he works for us. He works. He's hired by the nation to kind of infiltrate and stuff things up.
Almost like a renationalised industry. John actually works for the people. He's going to play devil's advocate, is he? How's he going to do that?
Well, I think you might not see the most sincere John Tickle in here. We've all built up this image of John that we love. He's a cult figure around the nation, but you'll see him play devil's advocate. He'll be there to attempt to induce some sort of emotion out of them. People like Steph, who aren't the most vocal in the house, he'll be in there trying to get something out of her. There's two guys really. There's the whole Steph and Cameron thing. Then you get Noosh, Ray and Scott, who are the trident, and he doesn't like that. He wants to get them all embroiled in some politics.
He's going to make Ray paranoid. I shouldn't really ask how isn't he going to do that, because obviously anything you can say can make Ray paranoid at the moment. And he's getting to expose Cameron. In what way? How does Cameron need exposing?
He wants to expose Cameron. I think it's more of a little personal thing he's got with Cameron. It's not the tactics that we talked about. He doesn't feel Cameron's an innocent, ordinary soul that he portrays himself. He thinks it's a facade, and he feels it's his duty to do so. Whether that's the truth or not, I can't say.
Interesting. Okay, here's John carrying out the plan.
I think Cameron's playing a massive game. I think he's come in here and he is being nice and kind and considerate and doing what it takes to win this game.
Very silly voting going on there. Because the person who shouldn't have voted for Noosh, I don't think now can win.
What's that? John's going to say something weird. I'm going to fucking find out what he's talking about.
What do you mean? To us or you or what?
To me. He just says very strange voting, blah blah blah. But he says one of the people that
What does that mean then?
One of the people that vote for Noosh has no chance of winning.
Okay, this is how much is messing with Ray's mind, because Ray now thinks that whoever gets evicted on Friday will choose the next people up for eviction. Crackers, wonderful. So, what do you predict for the next 10 days? He's going to get on the alpha males case, is he?
Yeah, that's what we said. The alpha males. He sees Ray and Cameron's being the dominant forces right now. So I would look for a lot of concentrated effort into winding them up seriously. Ray, you've seen Ray. Ray is going bonkers. He's chewing away at his nails. It doesn't take a lot to get Ray paranoid. We know he's quite an emotional chap, and it happened from word go. Ray is thinking about his 70 grand. Cameron is thinking about all sorts of things that I wouldn't even like to go into his psychosis, but I think you'll see fireworks. I really do think when it gets to the next stage next week, they're going to be very nervous, and that's when John is relaxed. He's not part of the game, so that's when you'll see John come to the fore.
Brilliant, Federico, thank you very much. Still to come on today's show, Bradley fills us on the latest house action. Body language expert Robert Phipps is back to reveal the truth about what the housemates are saying with their bodies, and your views on who deserves to walk on Friday. But first, we all enjoyed Lisa's outburst in the house so much, we thought we'd give her an opportunity to get back on the soapbox. It's time for Lisa to let off some steam.
Poor Steph. Apparently she's upset because she feels all rejected because Noosh got into the reward room and she didn't. Well, sitting in the room crying on your own doesn't help, Steph. Did it for 2 weeks on my own. Welcome to my world. If you can't take it, don't dish it.
Yikes. Well, see you in 2. Hello there, welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother, where Cameron and Noosh are facing eviction. See what we did there with the old monitors? Very interesting. Facing eviction on Friday, still to come. All the latest from the house, from the Bradmeister. Hey Bradley, how you doing?
What's up, dude?
Oh, we're not penning lyrics there.
No, but I think that's what Scott's doing right now.
I was going to say, you're working for us right now, buddy. no songs. And your views on who are going to be evicted on Friday. But right now, are the housemates always being honest with each other and Big Brother when it comes to their bodies? Here to tell us what their bodies are telling us is body language expert Robert Phipps. Hello, Robert.
How you doing, David?
Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Okay, remind us, how much can we tell from someone via their body?
In
general, it's around about 55% is down to the body language, but it can be as much as 100%. If somebody looks at somebody else, rolls their eyes, they don't have to say a word, they've got the message.
Brilliant. OK, let's whisk through this. Scott and Nush's love story, to start with, has kept us hooked. But last week, Nush denied any feelings for a playmate. Have a look at this.
But the thing is, I really don't fancy Scott, Ray or Cameron. I totally don't.
The words in my mind are liar, liar, sitting on the fire. What do you think of that?
I think you're wrong, Dermot.
What?
Why?
Do you genuinely think that she doesn't at all?
No, maybe in the house she's having a play.
Yeah.
But outside the house I don't think it would go any further, because when people lie they tend to look down and to the left.
Sure.
She was looking down and to the right, and her hand movements remained consistent throughout. It didn't stop when she said the crucial bit, no, I don't fancy anyone.
Yeah, OK.
It carried on and emphasised the point, so everything was consistent.
What does down to the right mean? Is that...
It's where you go for deceptive. You'll either look down and to the right, or you go up, down and to the left and up to the right. You're using different parts of your brain to use the creative side to create a logical lie.
Mental. OK, so what did you make of the body language there? Sorry, I've just asked that. That was a really good question, wasn't it? OK, Sunday, Scott and Nush spent the night together in the reward room. Here it is.
Strangely girly feet.
Not girly. What's girly about them?
They are. They're all...
Oh, I tickled it. Oh, that's nice.
Actually, it's quite hot in this room, don't you think?
It's just me, Scott.
No, Nush, you're cold. Cold as ice.
Oh, feet never good when it comes to the old body language. What are they doing, messing around with the feet? How can you say she doesn't like him if she's playing around with his feet?
They're stuck in the situation. It's the situation that determines what they do for the evening.
Yeah.
If that was, if there was an emotional connection to it, if there was a bit more sentiment to it, that massage would have been slow and sensual. She'd have been rubbing around the toes. But it wasn't. It was quite rough, you know. Let's have a play. And Scott's sitting there like a little boy going, enjoying it all.
Sure. Do you think if he was doing it to her?
I think it would be a different story. I think he has the hots for her, but I don't think she truly has the hots for him.
Okay. And finally, with Cameron facing eviction on Friday, we want to know the truth behind his feelings for Steph. Here's the moment they actually kissed.
You're
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now that for me is interesting, because it could mean that he's pulling away because he's thinking everyone else is watching and they don't like this, and of course the cameras and everything. I think Cameron is a lovely guy. He's quite self-conscious. Do you know what I mean? Quite shy.
As well as him being a self-conscious, Orkney lad who's into his church as well, I think he has no real experience with women. And when Steph goes up to him, she literally crosses her arms and drapes herself around him.
Yeah, that
was
was youth club dancing, wasn't it?
Exactly. But Cameron is like a little schoolboy, where a girl's just come up and he's like, oh, what do I do? And his eyes remain totally open, looking round, wincing, scrunching his eyes up. He wasn't happy. He was just like a schoolboy.
Does that mean he didn't like the situation, or he doesn't like Steph actually kissing him?
I don't think he likes the situation, regardless of who it was that actually initiated the kiss there. It could have been Nush or any of the other girls that were in the house. I don't think Cameron would have been able to handle it. He's not that experienced with women, therefore he doesn't know how to react when they come on a little bit strong.
Yeah, OK. Thanks a lot, Robert.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. OK, Friday is the last eviction before the old 70 grand final. Who goes? You decide. These are the all-important numbers. Bradley has been keeping an eye as to what's been going on in the house for us. I feel like one of S Club here. Oh, so natural. What's been going... Don't worry, you get paid for that if I'm seeing it, buddy. OK. What's going on in the house?
Right, well, I've got a couple good notes. Like Scott just said about 6:12, Scott was off to go and write some lyrics.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Now, he has written a play for Radio 4, so it's quite an artist, Scott. OK.
All right, another good point. Cameron was taking his time deboning a fish. He was over the bin and picking up the bones and stuff.
He was taking his time doing that?
He was taking his time over the bin.
See, that boy should really know how to be doing that like that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
He does that for a living. Surely he should be, just boning the fish straight away. OK, what else you got?
I've got 6:20. Cam was watching Steph cooking, but he had some like soppy eye. Like he was looking at her like
do an impression.
I can't. But
go on, do the soppy eye impression.
Maybe he was just like watching her, kind of like he was thinking of what could be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do an impression. If you're looking at your girlfriend cooking, do an impression of that.
I'm really rubbish at that.
That was pretty good. That was a great impression of Cameron. OK, we can indeed take a look at what's going on in the house right now. Thank you very much, Bradley.
Cool. I'm back.
Wasn't exactly quite the stream we were looking for there. Just John reading. Lovely. OK, today we asked Cameron and Nush fans to call BBLB and tell us why their favourite housemate should stay for the grand final. Let's go straight to the phones. Hello there, who's on the phone? Jane, I believe, from South Wales.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely Cameron.
You think definitely Cameron?
Definitely Cameron to stay.
Sell Cameron to the nation.
He's the cheeky chukter, that's what we would say from Glasgow. He's the most respectful to the women. He's honest. He's gentle. A great ambassador for BB. He's the most naive and sensitive, I must add. He's also the only one of the lot who could have survived the exclusion from the pub and still got pleasure out of seeing the others enjoying themselves.
OK, brilliant.
And like South Africa, he's taken it all in his stride. Some
Lovely.
guy.
Thank you
Come
very
on. Good luck, Cameron.
Thank you very much, Jane. Only got 23 minutes on air, Jane, you know what I mean? Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm actually in agreement. I say keep Cameron. He's a fascinating person to watch. I think the journey that he's been through, I think, is no one else in the house could ever say they came in as one person and will leave as another person. I think Cameron will do that. So for those justifications alone, I think Cameron should stay and Nush should go.
Yeah, and you think for those reasons alone,
Yeah, for those reasons alone, it's a journey and you've all watched it. So
Okay,
I think it's been well entertaining.
Stan in Edinburgh. Hello, Stan.
Hi, Dermot.
You must be
Dermot, I do like them both, but I'd say keep Nush.
Yeah.
Basically because she's a genuinely nice person, sensitive to people's feelings. She's a very fun, warm, easygoing girl. And I reckon she would use the prize money wisely. And lastly, I think her mother is really cool.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What better reason to keep her in?
Yeah, and the money as well.
Of
She'd
course.
use it very wisely.
What do you think she'd do? Like down
I think
payment on a
she'd probably
house?
give it to her mum and some charities and to other people.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Stan. Lisa, you sort of bonded, I guess, with Nush more than anyone else in the house. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
I hope Nush stays in. I think if there's any housemate in that house bar John Tickle, Nush, I think, deserves to win it. I really do. I'm sorry, I'm not going to... I'd want to see Cameron gone this weekend.
Okay, the ticker is split at the moment on 50-50. Should be very tight. Penny from Sheffield. Hello, Penny.
Hi, Dermot.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you?
Brilliant, thanks. Go for it.
Yeah, Cameron has got to stay. I'm sorry, I don't agree with you, Lisa. He is so sweet. Bless him. He's gorgeous. He's got to stay. He's unlike any character that's been in the BB house before, definitely. He's just down to earth. I don't think he's got any tactics. He's just being himself. And I think he'd use the 70 grand very wisely, bless him, from the Orkney Islands. Yeah, definitely Cameron to win.
I'm loving all these people ringing up saying that I think they'll do it very wisely. What do you think he'd do with the money before we go?
Well, I don't know. He might set up his own fish business in the Orkney Islands. Who knows?
Again, that's perfect. Thank you very much, Penny. All right. Yes, just enough time to remind you of today's main story. Cameron and Nush are up for eviction on Friday. They each got 3 votes each from their housemates. Just like to thank our guests today. Bradley, thank you very much. Lisa, thank you very, very much. And, of course, Federico and Robert. We are back at 6 p.m. tomorrow. We're joined by Sister Sledger on the show tomorrow, everyone. Yes, indeed. You can watch the nominations uncut. E4 tonight at 7 o'clock. And don't forget Big Rough at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.